With the success of Pokemon Go, the Pokemon Company has had more mobile games released. Most of the games have been quite simple and minimalistic. Pokemon Masters has a larger scope and feel from just the looks of it. So before we get started, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone for finally surpassing 1,000 subscribers on the channel. It really does mean a lot, and I hope I can continue to raise the quality and deliver great content for you guys. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and let's take a look at Pokemon Masters. Pokemon Masters is a free-to-play mobile game developed by DeNA. It is based on traditional Pokemon games with similar mechanics and ideas, but the twist in this game is that you recruit Pokemon trainers from all past Pokemon games to join your team instead of catching Pokemon. Each Pokemon trainer has only one Pokemon, which is their main. And also each trainer has their own Pokemon type associated with them, meaning that when it's time to battle, you have to pick the correct Pokemon to take down the opposing one. The game displays each trainer's weakness, so it's up to you to select which Pokemon you want to use. The Pokemon battles in this game are 3-on-3, which is very different for regular Pokemon games. You have a bar that gradually fills up over time, similar to games like Clash Royale, if you've ever played some of those. Each attack move requires you to have an amount of bars. The more bars an attack has, the stronger it is, and the longer it takes to load up. But pretty much you just want to try and match the correct Pokemon attack with the right Pokemon weakness, to try and eliminate trainers on the other side. You also have secondary moves such as heals and defense. Once you have done a certain number of attacks, you can unleash your Sync move, which are pretty much Mega Evolutions, or very fast powerful attacks. Auto mode is also a very easy way to defeat trainers. It knows the best way to defeat the opposing team, that is if your team is strong enough. I used it when I couldn't even beat a boss, so therefore you know it's pretty reliable. The main hub world takes place on the artificial island of Paseo, which besides looking nice, it provides you access to all the main modes of the game. Though one thing that I found strange is that you can go to the assistances or the button at the bottom, which accesses the same thing, and I don't understand why you'd want to go to all the individual characters to do stuff, so it's kind of weird, but overall a really nice touch though. It does make the hub world feel real. In the story mode, there are certain master trainers that have badges which you need to fight them for. Once you get 5 badges, you can compete in the Pokemon League. Each part of the story are in chapters, but each chapter has many scenes. In some scenes you may just talk with the characters, or may battle enemies, and against a new team, Team Break. Team Break wears interesting looking masks, and they are out to take your Pokemon just like any other team in the Pokemon series. But it is very interesting talking to these characters that haven't appeared in a long time in the series, and getting to know them a bit more is pretty cool. It seems that their traits are also taken from the Pokemon anime, and to see that, especially with Misty and Brock, is very refreshing. But the chapters are very generic in terms of the story, with some parts being a bit dumb. Remember, you don't move your characters in the chapters, things just happen automatically. Then, there are sync pair stories, where each trainer has little dialogue segments that are quite short. But it's really interesting talking to these characters and getting to know them individually and just seeing a bit more about them. It just really adds to the entire experience. And the training area is where you want to use the auto feature mostly to grind on courses, to level up, and get stronger. The main currency in Pokemon Masters are gems. The game doesn't monetize you and pop you up with ads to buy gems. Instead, it rewards you with gems as gifts of every time you complete a mission. So I can definitely say that this game is very generous, unlike other mobile games. But what do you do with these gems? Well, you buy a play on the Gotcha mechanic Sync Pair Sprout, and you win a new Pokemon trainer The main reason you want to do this is to get different Pokemon types, but the game gives you just so much gems that you can buy a couple of trainers all the time. The animations in this game are really impressive, and are just as good, or not even better, than the home console Pokemon games. The only problem I encountered was that the frame rate is terrible with all these animations and models being rendered at the exact same time, especially on lower end devices. I can see this happening. I also did encounter slowdowns and lag, but that's to be expected on mobile games, and that mainly happened with battles because of the models animating at the same time. But the game should be more optimized anyway. The music is also amazing too, and the soundtracks feel really unique and just as good, if not better, than mainline Pokemon games. And it really gives Pasquio a really distinct feel. Overall, Pokemon Masters gets an 8.7 out of 10 for its great soundtrack, great gameplay, wonderful storyline that really incorporates all the past characters together and really just combines them all from different generations, so it's really interesting talking with them, and it's just a great game overall, especially for mobile devices. Too bad it didn't come for Switch though. So anyway guys, that brings us to the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see future videos on the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.